Oh, well, that was a pretty fun day of shore excursions, but I just can't wait to curl up and go to sleep. Oh, such a long day. Is that a camera? Get out of here! Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic week. A lot of people were asking me when I was on my cruise, the news story came out about the couple who found a camera hidden in their cabin on a Carnival cruise. So they asked me what my thoughts are. Their concerns are that Carnival is recording people in their staterooms, and let's go over the possibilities of what all this actually is. So if you don't know the story, about a year ago, a couple found a little miniature camera about yay big attached to the wires behind their TV set in their stateroom. They contacted security and Carnival. They came down, they dismantled it, and they took it away. And over the course of time, Carnival's statement is basically that it wasn't recording, it wasn't sending out a signal to anywhere, and they have investigated. And that's all the couples heard. So now they've contacted a lawyer and they've brought it out to us for our knowledge, to get knowing what's going on and for everyone to be aware of these things. So let's go over, there's actually 4 things that this possibly could be. It's not necessarily one or the other, but there's more probability that it's one over the other, and let's go over that. Number 1, the biggest concern everybody has is Carnival is recording you in your stateroom. And let's be honest, this is probably the furthest from the truth of anything, because the camera used is just this small little camera, and it was tucked in behind the TV but in the stateroom, attached to some wires. If that's the case, trust me, if Carnival or any other cruise line is recording you in your stateroom, those cameras are hidden much better than you'll ever know. It'll be hidden behind a two-way mirror. It'll be hidden in the smoke detectors above your room. It'll be blended in so well you would not know it's a camera. They're not actually going to stick a little camera in your room that can get knocked off by accident when someone moves their TV. Secondly, can you imagine the lawsuits that would come out? The class action lawsuits if they were recording people. You would not automatically have customers because everyone would just stay away from your cruise line if this was found out. Secondly, the lawsuits would come out, would bankrupt the cruise line immediately. It would be so fast and so enormously detrimental for them to ever do anything like this. It's inconceivable that it would be the cruise line recording anybody in their staterooms with the privacy laws that are out there. So let's scratch that one off the board right away. The second one is that it's an employee of Carnival Cruise Line, like your stateroom attendant, that put a camera in there to record somebody. There's a couple reasons someone might do that. They might just want to watch somebody. That might be something that they're into. It might be that a person they think has a lot of money and maybe they can blackmail them in the future. But all these things would come out if you found out somebody recorded you in your stateroom and they're threatening you with blackmail. It would probably be pretty easy to figure out who that person was and have them arrested and thrown in jail, and that would be the end of it. So I don't think that's the reason. Them recording you for their own viewment, that's a possibility. but let's take a look quickly what would happen once this couple told security. Who do you think the first person they looked at was? Automatically, they looked at the person in the stateroom attendant and anybody who has been in that cabin over the last few weeks and, before this cruise, etc. So I'm quite sure that they vetted those people and investigated and probably came up with it's not them or it's inconclusive, but you would think there's fingerprints, you would think there's something in there and that they would be able to come up with a person if it was a stateroom attendant doing it. So that's probably not something that has actually happened as well. Number 3, it's somebody who was staying in the cabin and they were doing it for their own viewing pleasure, if you will. Yes, that's a big thing. Some people will do that, believe it or not. I'm told, I don't know for sure, but I'm told if you type in Google amateur something, some of this stuff will come up. But that's just a rumor. I don't know if it's true, but, take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, it could be they did it themselves. Kind of the fishy thing about that is, if that's the case, I have a feeling that it was somebody who was doing it without their partner's consent as well. That could be kind of scary if you think about it. And why do I think that? Well, if you're a couple and this is something you want to do together and it's mutual consenting, you're going to use your camera. You're going to use your cell phone. You're not going to use a little spy cam thing that you bought off eBay and hide it behind the TV. No, because you got nothing to hide. You're going to set it up where you think you're going to be able to record best, right? So no, I have a feeling either somebody was recording their partner without knowing, somebody was trying to pick people up on the cruise ship, bring them back to their cabin and record them without their knowledge. All those things would probably be the first thing I would investigate. Yeah, because I think somebody was recorded and didn't know about it. And the camera was forgotten there by accident when they packed up and left. Not nice to say, but that kind of stuff does happen out there. So, and finally, the fourth thing it actually could be is the couple themselves. What if the couple is doing this to try and get some kind of payday out of Carnival and they put the camera there themselves? Is it beyond belief that people do that nowadays? Absolutely not. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this couple did that. They brought it out to the media. They seem like nice people. They seem like honest people. But we don't know them. I don't know them personally. Do I have this conspiracy theory in my head all the time when I hear stories? Sometimes I do. And this is one that I think is a possibility. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But we can't scratch it off the list. This is just a scheme to try and get a payday out of the cruise line themselves. So, because don't forget, it took over a year for us to hear about this story. I know if I found a camera in my room, the minute I got off that ship, I'm seeing a lawyer. I'm seeing a lawyer the minute I get off that ship. So for them to have taken a year for this to come out and saying that it's just been so long and they're not really receiving any answers, well, if I don't receive an answer in a week or two for something this serious, I would have been into the law. That lawsuit would have been filed a long time ago. So that's just a thought. I don't know for sure. My feelings are it possibly the couple, or even more so, possibly somebody recording somebody on there from the cabin who was staying in the cabin and the other people didn't know about it. If you ask me, I think that's probably the main thing that happened out of those four. Chances are very high that's the kind of thing that was going on. So that's my thoughts. A lot of people were asking me while I was on the cruise what I thought, so I thought I'd better bring it out and let you know. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. Who's she doing? Hi, Yashoda. Hey, baby girl. Come see me. What's the matter? You all tired out? I've been playing with her all day. Yes, I have, haven't I, baby? Huh? Who's a good girl? Who's my shoulder? Yes, she's my girl. Yes, she's my girl.